Hello guys, welcome back. So today we are reacting on Julius Malema. People they fear this guy, man. People fear Julius Malema with all the heart they have. They fear this guy. Let's start and
Of an independent black man, white South Africans who
okay. Julius Malema put the interview in the place. Many white South Africans who fear Julius Malema. You can see when it starts, say like many white South Africans who fear Julius Malema. I don't know why they fear Julius Malema. We all don't know. But in today's we're going to share our opinions. It's an open discussion. We know, like in South Africa, we have Indians, whites, Chinese, and then black people and coloreds. Sorry. So like now we're just reacting and to get why people fear this guy. Even like this guy is saying the same thing I'm reading on.
many white South Africans who fear Julius Malema. Some of them have said to me, if Malema gets to power or close to power, I will leave this country.
They say like if this guy be in power, this Julius Malema, who said he want the land back for black people, who say he want equality. If he become a president, I'm leaving this country. We can't be equal to black people. I don't know. They're saying that. They're saying that in the corners. In the corners, so like we can't be equal to black people because when we go to, you're going to say no white fear Malema. It's like no what this is like no white fear Malema. Don't worry, you win. Well, the majority of your kind they begin troubling. No more the other right. Yo, like now this race is on 100%. So like now it's debates like this is like no white fear Julius Malema. Don't tell about Julius Malema. We don't fear him. When a white does not agree with you, the racist law is okay. Your whites understand 30% of it. So like when we don't agree with you, black people, when us we don't agree with you, we call it racist based on the comments. And can we vote for Malema? I want to see something. This is like people in the comment section sharing their opinions, like you are going to share yours. And say, I've been voting for him since he started AF. Please say, I've matured. Tell me about now. So like, tell me about now. He's going to put it on T-shirt. I love it. Exactly. We really need Malema. Malema to be president. Malema is always straight up. Hey, this like now people commenting based on this Julius Malema based on these comments and say like this guy is the next president. And this lady say like we don't fear Julius Malema, but this guy say like lots of white told him, so we don't know which one we should go with.
Do you welcome their fear or do you want to find ways to overcome their fear?
I don't welcome their fear. Stephen, they said that about Mandela. The most celebrated.
I don't tell me I don't welcome the fear. They said that about about Nelson Mandela because of apartheid happened. When apartheid happened, we were like, why is they were treating black people like they are not humans, and then they removed black people from their own lands, stole everything from black people, land, cows. You can mention, move them to township. They call it a squatter camp, and they say like if Nelson Mandela is going to be a president, we are leaving South Africa. You say like, don't tell me about those people who say they're going to leave when I become a president. When Julius Malema become president, I said like, don't tell me about those people. They said the same thing about Nelson Mandela, but they're still here today. And they say the same thing about Julius Malema. You say like the most celebrated Mandela. They say the same things. They're going to leave. Why they're still here? This is a question that need to be asked for those who say they want to leave.
Mandela, you're talking about me. They said if Mandela, a prisoner, becomes the president, we're leaving this country, and they left. I was in the Val River the other day, looking at some of the houses that whites abandoned in 1994 when.
It's like they left. So that means those one are remaining. they're not going to leave when Julius Malema becomes a president, based on the statement. If you agree, please the comments like we are not leaving South Africa. Say, I want to see it, say it, I want to see it. I want to see it. I love this, man. We need to give Malema a chance, honestly. We'll regret a South African. Juju, the undefeated man. Tell me now, the culture. Why so scared about him? He continues to tell the truth, the mind's kind of falling apart, ANC government. This is the next president we need. Well done, Malema. He was trying to outsmart you, only embarrass himself in public. Bro, people like they love Malema, man. I don't lie. Presenter give him same-ish, different days vibes. Very straightforward. Show your skill. Though you can, when it comes to debate, Malema will eat you alive.
Mandela became a president. They are not scared of Julius Malema. They are scared of an independent black man who's not controlled by any white person, who's not controlled by London. The only
I think like he's right because of why I say you see like DA, it says like because of we need to be equal, guys. I don't speak for black because I'm black, but we need to be equal. We can't live in a country where like foreigners that enjoying and while the owners of the land, the owners of this country are struggling. We can't live like that. And the ends, the EFF, the EFF is here to make sure we are all equal. It's here to make sure we are all equal. You understand? So we can't live in a country where like others that are living the best life, others are struggling. We can't live in that kind of country. I totally agree with Julius Malema. They are fear of us being independent because of one can check DA. DA they want to remove BEE, Black Empowerment, so we can be on the same level. And DA will now talk about the land. So that's why like I question myself when I see black people being part of DA. I'll be like, you don't want land, you don't want BEE. What's wrong with you? You love to be controlled. You can do things by yourself. We need to start to believe in ourselves.
thing you can keep on referring to is what you interviewed me about it 12 years ago. Get something new, my brother.
No, I'm very...
Show a skill.
Yeah. I get something you, my brother.
Of a hard-working presenter who does his research. You can't falter me. Since I've made my mistakes on text when I was very young, when I was almost 27 years old, fixed that problem. Today, I'm a 42-year-old married man with children who has taken.
So like this journalist is not the first time. I don't know if it's a journalist or what or reporter between the two. I don't know how many times been interview Malema. And when interview Malema, he's been saying the same thing to Julius Malema. He said, like, come with something new, man. He said, like, come with something new. Don't come with the old things. Don't do your research. Go to do your research. And when you come to me, come with something that is the value, man. Something that viewers we can something new, man. The new Julius Malema. You are bringing the past. Why don't talk about something new?
Taken responsibility and build a solid party to be the third largest party without the support of white monopoly capital and the owners of the South African economy. You keep on referring to old things because you are now beginning to sound like a scratched CD.
You have every right to tell me
of me
tell
now.
me you have changed.
Tell me of me.
He said, like, tell me about my, don't tell me the time when I was still a young boy, adolescent stage was busy playing with me. You're telling me about the time when like adolescent stage was busy playing with me. Tell me now when I am 42 years old, a man who achieved the biggest party in Africa. The biggest party in South Africa that needed no support of white supremacy. He said like that. This is the next president we want for. Which one did I remove? I wanted to put the other one. So guys, I want to put this one. This is my list. This is my list. Okay, need to remove it.
We are talking about a brand. There is no us and them here. We are all different.
Okay.
Trying to say that this is Indian and
I think
white.
I think like we need to understand. So like all white people hate Malema because of he's fighting for equality. That's all we're asking for. But still we're refusing. But the time will come. Table will turn one day. So these the people say like all people, all whites, not all whites, man. Because of in EFF, like here there are white people in EFF, you understand? They are whites in EFF. So like this lady, she like we're all different, definitely all different because of you are not others are not from here. You're right. Now I agree with you. Yes.
We are talking about a brand.
Okay.
There is no us and them here. We are all different. Trying
Definitely.
to say
We are all different. Different beliefs, different culture. Others are Muslim, others are Christianity, others are Africans, you know. So we are living in a state where like they want to make black people to choose between Muslim and Muslim and Christianity. Black people are Africans. They are not Christianity. They are not Muslim. So this thing that we need to focus on, we need to push it a lot because of they try to bring it down. But the moment us we still to understand who we are, it will be easy. But when we go through the comments, who's me? Make Julius Malema. He was tweeting his story, suit convention. Question original, no Zulu, not Kosa. Who's the question? He's obsessed with apartheid. She missed point completely.
that this is Indian and white and black and Chinese and so forth is not helping us move forward. It hasn't helped us.
And I say, no, there's no us. There's no us. We are fighting to have us. As things stand now, and it's not Malema's problem, it's an apartheid colonialist problem.
Fact, there's no us. There's no why. There's no us. What it is us. What do you mean us? We're still waiting for land. We're still waiting for quality. Black people are not enjoying their minerals, but the foreigners they're enjoying them. What do you mean there's no us? There's the Chinese, there's Indian, there's black, black is African. You say like there's no us. Come on. Come on, we can't move forward while there's a problem that needs to be solved. We can't move forward while we have a problem that needs to be solved. No, we can't move forward. There are a lot of problems that need to be solved in this country. And move forward, so like we need to move forward where others are benefiting our minerals, our land, while as we are struggling. No.
Guided us. They reserved jobs for you. They reserved economic opportunities for you. 1994 did not dismantle the legacy of colonialism and apartheid. That's why Mr. Santa says there is still an economic apartheid. So in apartheid means we are apart. It's them and us. Deny.
Facts, man, and why if like it's us, why black people are still struggling like this? Why 72 of land is owned by whites? Minority dog. Even Indians, just imagine, even Indians they own 4%, 4 or 5% because we are lower than Indians. How do you see something like that? People come from Europe living the best life. People come from Indian, Chinese, living the best life than a black child. Like now, as you speak, go to search the percentage. Go to check the percentage who own the land, 72% of the land. Who owns 72% of the land? Government and black people is less in our own country. It can't be. We need to face the truth now. The time of Mandela is gone. Now it's time to face the truth. So let's go through comments. Julius Malema is leader of the time. Malema is smart. Khoisan is even reading the story we was sent to present. And who's the Khoisan, doc? This thing like confusing you. Malema is generalized the whole Africa. Thanks, Malema. Your answer so good. With historical facts to Bantu people, meet the Khoisan people in South Africa, because towards Eswatini, one of the previous person I once saw. This is the only way who will stay in this agenda of black people since day one. Unfortunately, black nations sleep on this guy, the president. They are not like us, lone leaves commander in chief. This is our next president, Julius Malema. Africa for Africans. Does he know that the whole world was one thing? There should be more. If there is the world one thing, why they come to steal our land and kill? Do you know that there's no white people then? There were no world that. Do you know that there were no white people then when the world was one thing? Just pain will heal, my brother. There should be more such conversations. Definitely, this is a time we need to talk about it. So all know that this, but let's go back. Let's go back.
Right. The reality is there's them and us. I want Santin and Alexander to be one thing. To be one thing. But they will never be one thing because Alexandra is for the blacks and Santin is for the white minority. The haves and the have-nots are subjected to that congestion in Alexander. So we will never.
The truth, man, Santin, Alexandra, and in Gas we call it a Kasi and town, township and town. Township is where they remove, they make black people to stay there after they stole their land. And then town is where they are staying lots of whites. But like now, blacks are still catching up. But it's not that enough if the land is owned by 70% by whites minority, which is like doesn't make any sense. So he said like they divided us, and I was talking about this topic on my video. I was saying the thing of uranium is dividing our country. It's dividing their country. If they were in Europe, if they were in their home Europe, they will never do something like that. To say like, yeah, I don't know, like Dash, like there's like us Africans in South Africa. Plus, yes, we have Xhosa, Pedi, Tsonga, Tswana, Sotho. I don't know if that's what they have. They're going to say like, yeah, it's only staying people like this. Here is only staying people like this. They're going to do something like that while they're dividing our country, which is so painful. And just imagine someone remove you to your house and so you must not be able to enter here. Don't enter. This is a division. You know, this is a division, but I know like it's hard to talk about this kind of stuff because it's the truth. You don't talk about things that does not bring value.
Let us address the issue of racial division if we do not agree and speak to the reality that we are divided because ownership is racially divided. So I'm not taking any dignity away from anyone. My sister, you have a dignity. We also want our dignity back. We have no dignity. We
have no dignity. That is why like people are coming here in our country. I was scrolling on TikTok, and this guy is a Xhosa guy. He's a Xhosa of Zulu between the two. He's doing farming, and he was like, why black people working for foreigners? Meaning when whites come this side, we work for them. When Chinese come this side, we work for them. When Indians come this side, we work for them. Even though when a black child is going to China, it's going to work for them. There never be a story where like a black child is going to open a shop in China. But us, we're always working for them. You understand? We still need to work on that dignity. We are living in a country in South Africa where like Malawians is Africans there. Our black people are Africans. They are not respected. You can see how Chinese are treating them. We are living in a country where like they employ them, they don't pay them enough money. These are things that we are focusing on. These are things that we are focusing on. And it's a thing that we are experiencing, it's a thing that we are seeing them every day. It's not about we are coming here to talk because of we want to talk, but it's the things that affect our brothers.
Talk like we are ashamed to be here, especially now at night. We do not enjoy the streets of Cape Town because we know that we are made to feel like we do not belong here. As we walk, we are treated like we are suspects in our own country.
Just imagine.
So we are not going to be.
Just imagine. These are big words. Just imagine in your own country, they make feel like you don't belong here. People come where they come from. And others, they didn't come with peace, they come with violence. And others are going to come and disrespect our cultures. And this thing must stop of coming to South Africa and busy and saying like, hey, black people, we must choose, hey, be Allah. We have no business with Allah. We have no business with Christianity. We are African. It must come to the end. We have no business with Allah or we have no business with Christianity. We are Africans. The moment you know who you are, that's where the country, that's where Africa continent is going to rise. The moment you know you are African, the moment you know where you come from, you know where you're going. But if whites come here and tell you, be a Christian, if Muslim come here and tell you, be Allah, Allah this, Allah, don't put us to your business. We have no business with Allah. We have no business with Christianity. We are Africans. So they were busy promoting this thing when I was so young, going to school. They bring Bibles. They bring Bibles after Bibles to us. Hey, man.
Coming here and saying to you, we're nice, we're enjoying it. We're not enjoying anything. We're not enjoying anything. We are still subjects of an exploitation in this country. And exactly this attitude of denialism is the one that perpetuates apartheid. Economic apartheid we have is because you are in denial.
People, they act like apartheid never happened. They act like it never happened. If you can see why black people must go stand to work for themselves while we are benefiting from our land, our resources. Those farmers belong. There's someone said like this guy said, these people they came in with nothing. Just imagine ways to Europe. They didn't come here bought the land. They didn't come here hold a land to South Africa. They are denial. They act like it never happened. They act like they never benefited. They act like they enjoying today because of it. They act like it's never happened. And we need to remain quiet. Why is the thing? So we act like it never happened. No, not with our youth, man. Not with our youth. It happened and they benefited, and we must be all equal.
No, no, it's good. The emotions must be high because that's what truth does to people.
Facts. Fact, that's the truth deals with people. The truth. I know even in my comments after this video, You must go through the comment. People, they are in chest pains because of the truth, and they realize why this young youth is realizing these things. We hope this thing is sleeping, but how can you sleep while we are struggling? How can you sleep while you have a leader like Julius Malema to remind us to say, like, this is your land? Come on, think out of the box. Someone who said, like, we must be all equal. If we claim we're South Africans, we must be all equal, same levels. That's the truth does to people. The truth will hunt you. The truth will burn you inside. You can see that lady, she's there, standing there.
The emotions very high.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Santo, you want to respond to that? And then we've got a question at the back, and then we've got a question here.
Okay, look, I just want to say, and I really want to say this, that a function like this shows the good side of South Africa. We're at least talking to each other, and it's a start. So,
Fact, just start. We need to hear our crisis. We need to hear our. Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, Speaker. I love you, man. So, like, this is a start of conversations to talk about apartheid, to talk about these people benefited from apartheid. They enjoy it even today. But like now we realize, do you think if Ramaphosa signed the Bella B was signing for a fund? Do you think when they put BEE in the laws, they were signing for fund, the policies was for fun? It's because they saw inequality and they saw like black people struggling more and more.
you know, just get used to that idea.
All right, thank you very much. Donovan, do you have a question at the back?
Kaiches, Aktuba Tama Kamske. It means, in my ancestral language, our struggle continues.
Let me tell you something, people, I guess they are.
Mr. Malema, you have no authority to talk about land ownership. The Khoisan is the only authority.
Who is the Khoisan? That's the question need to start there. Who is the Khoisan? Because of people, they confuse the Khoisan. Like we have a colors. For example, if I date a Chinese, or if a black man date a Chinese, it's going to be a color of Chinese. If a black man is dating the Chinese and Indian, if a black man dating an Indian, it's going to be a cut of Indian. If black man dating a white, it's going to be the color of Indian. There are types of colors. There's Indian colors, there's Chinese, you see, like when black and mix, they create colors. So people, they are busy claiming to be us Christians. Rona ela re le Batswana ela tota ela re bua se se monatela. Re le Maxhosa. Is there's Tswana people, there's Tswana, Xhosa. Every Africa has its own colors. Every Africa as a whole. When you go to in Africa, lots of Botswana, you can see how, if you know Botswana, you know Tswana nation, you can tell. If you know Xhosa, you can tell. Those are part of Khoisan. And even like another like Basotho, South Africa. And if you focus on, even though in Tanzania, they have their own concern, all Khoisan people. So it's very important to understand where you come from, because of this thing of, I can't stand for it now. People lying, saying Khoisan are colors. I can't stand for. I've been seeing this trend, but I think like now it's relaxed here. because of people who know the truth. We don't have time to entertain it. Black people, they see like these people, they're confused, and we don't have time to entertain that. But the thing of spreading the lies, hey, come on. We have people like Trevor Noah. His father is a white man, his mother is a Xhosa. He grew up from Xhosa people. So in that way, we have a Sizwe. We have a lot of people, Shoma Josie. There's a mixed race. It's a black person and a white. It can be an Indian, can be a Chinese, can be a white. We create colors. So this conversation is unnecessary, and we know the truth. There are types of colors. Like I said, the good example. I knew Panuel. Panuel was talking about. Panuel was talking about like Shoma Zozi, Sizwe, Trevor Noah. There are lots of colors, man, who are Africans, who are blacks. You understand? So this thing, like you are colors, your question, stop lying to yourself. Understand where you come from. Find your both side to say like, my father was this, my mother was this. But there are colors like colors. For example, like I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to. I want to put it in a good way. Where like color did the colored. You understand? You can't tell, like maybe it's a Xhosa, Zulu, Pedi, Changane. You can't tell because you understand. But guys, this topic of Twikoisan, stop disrespecting our culture, stop respecting our thing. I hate that, to be honest. I don't wanna lie. It's not good, ne?
Authentic voice that can talk about land. We were the first freedom fighters fighting the colonials when they came here 360 years ago.
Who was
We
a
were
king?
the first people.
Who was a king? What is your clan? Who are you? Khoisan Africans, we don't believe in Christianity. We don't believe in those things. We are African. We are spiritual. Who's your king? How many wives your king has? What is your clan? You have lots of work to do to catch up.
Of this nation. We were the first people of Southern Africa. And today we still face oppression. This country's history did not start in 1910 when the ANC was established, nor did it start in 1994 when you went to a democratic dispensation. We lived here, and you, your ancestors, and the white ancestors.
What do you mean our sisters? Come on. Hey, let me educate something, man. Blacks and white creates colors. Khoisan is a mixed race. Colors are mixed race. Khoisan are Africans, black people. That is why like we have Botswana, Lesotho, Tanzania, Eswatini. So where were you when our sisters, our kingdom were building those things? For that time there was no whites here. We never know them. They came here with no peace. Always they attack Africa. It's all Africa. When they came with no peace. I think it's very important to understand where you come from, to do your own research, because of this feminism is tiring, is boring, because of people they don't understand who they are. The moment you go to church as a black child, you are lost. The moment you read the Bible, you are lost. The moment you are in, what is this? Muslim as a black child, you are lost. We are African. We are spirituality. We worship the dead. We found you where? Hey.
Sisters found us here. So we can only talk about land ownership as you found us here. The indigenous people of South Africa and Southern Africa needs to be restored. That was taken from them by the invaders. I thank you.
I'm not sure there was a question.
I think like people they must educate their kids. I think like black people they must rise up because of I saw like this thing was trending so bad, man. People say you are crazy, we can say like no. Oh my god. Ga o kgona go bonela gore go a tshamekiwa mo. Go a tshamekiwa hela. Is a I think like someone says like this thing is a thing that tried to stop black people to take their land back. But we all know the truth. So but this topic is so emotional. People that they were chest pains there.
There, so what is the statement? Would you like to answer?
Well, I think that you are extremely missing a point. Me and you are Africans. And this land you are referring to and the whole of Africa
This
was
one thing.
one thing.
That's why you see like people are claiming without having history and without knowing. The most important you must do, know who you are. Because of us, though we grew up with colors, we know like his father is a white, his mom is a Xhosa, Zulu, Tswana. We know that, especially in Northwest. I'm from Northwest. That's why like lots of Botswana they speak Afrikaans because of. We know like God, his father is a white. Then they created a colored. So like this thing that came in now is like waste of time, drain our energy for nothing. And I see people entertaining it, and I was like, you are wasting your energy because we all know the truth. Even though the one can stand there, I said, I'm Kwesan, go to do your research, understand who you are. That's the best way. As we are not the child of God, like I said, we are the child of ancestors. We are Africans, we are spiritual. We worship the dead. That's us.
Until the colonialist came to divide us. So you must never see yourself as being something different from what I am. Otherwise, you are inviting self-isolation.
Yeah, they did already. They did already. And like there was this much this year earlier on. Guys are rightful, and I was like, there was a time, man.
The black African majority and the Khoisan were one thing.
We are one
And
thing.
we are the only
We are one thing. Changani, a Nigerian, a Tswana, a Sotho, a Xhosa, a Zimbabwean, a Ghana, a Tanzanian, a Malawian, a Mozambican. There are lots. They are African. We are one thing. What are you talking about? Hi. Like I said, in Tanzania, they have their own Khoisan. And they are African, they are black. It's not mixed race. So people they come to hi, come on guys. We need to face the truth, man. Let's face the truth because I know like this content will be so touchy. It's going to hold others with emotions, but the truth is going to save this world.
only ones who can speak with authority about the Africa, the continent
Facts.
of African majority. So don't take away, I'm not from Europe.
Yes.
My ancestors are not from Europe.
Educate. So like now this education, she educate her to understand, because I think the lady she's fall under colors, you know, and most of colors they need lots of schools when it comes to this. So this is a good education, man. I know that you're too emotional, I want to cry, but this is an educational purpose video to speak the truth, even though it give you chest pains.
This Africa belongs to Africans, and that's what the Khoisan are.
Yeah.
Don't isolate yourself,
Don't do that.
my sister. This solidarity will help us to defeat colonialist and apartheid legacy.
Thank you very much. We've just got time for 2 more questions.
Thank you. Thank you. Man, people are busy isolating themselves. We have lots of work to do. We have lots of people to educate. We have lots of work to do. Africans need to wake up. There's a lot of work we need to do because of people are going to their distraction when it comes to land. Okay, let's go back to the title of the topic. Okay, this one. I don't know why it takes time to load. Okay. Let me do like this. Good.
When they say mirrors don't lie, I used to think it's a lie, but the truth is, there's a friend of mine, he's an EFF person, and he convinced me otherwise to listen to Julius. And I used to hate the man. I thought the man is going to take us to Zim, you know. But the truth is, that's not the truth. It will never be like Zim. Zim signed a contract, and whoever gave Zim that contract, they did not fulfill.
So, like, Julius Malema is the only black person that many whites are afraid of. And then when we go through comments, I think sickness should speed up because what we really need progress without such people. Malema will never liberate us. White people are not afraid of him. Then there's a comments people are coming back. How do you know that? Can you tell that what white people do liberate black people on the land? 100%. We are not scared. We have to pay for properties and have titled deeds. Abraham Traore. This for now. Julius Malema is dying part of politics. People see through him, disparate, painful. Can I ask? No cousin, English is not my language. No, it just question. What did Malema do to anyone expecting to promises? Yes, no. Let me read it. Let me not.
Their bargain of the contract. But if you guys, I know most of you are like me. You don't like Malema. You don't want to hear anything. But give yourself time and look at the videos that Malema is doing interviews with white people. White people are terrified by Malema. White people are afraid. They know.
Definitely. And we can see the business response. The good example we can check on. We can check on about what is this? We can check on we can check on what is this? Oh my god, I want to think about it. We can check on AfriForum. Yeah, I want to check. Look at AfriForum, man. They do all they can to bring Julius Malema down. Even now, Julius Malema found guilty, and they say that the next day he'll be arrested. You will see. We are just waiting for that moment. Oh, Julius Malema is going to be arrested next year.
He's the only person in Africa that I know they are afraid of. You see that fake smile that they give it to us? They will never give it to Malema. When they talking to that man, you can see the fear in their faces. You can see like, oh shit.
Yeah, this guy, man, everyone is speaking what they experience in South Africa. Everyone will come to speak what you experience in Africa. And it's very important to have a conversations, to talk. It's very important. I know these kind of topics are so dangerous, touchy, but they've been there as a reactor. Like I said, I'm just a reaction guy. Me, I'm just reacting guy, nothing much, nothing less.
Well, it's bad. let me give you a few things that Malema fights for, right? Malema doesn't want so many things. He wants equality. And he doesn't.
He wants quality. Equality must be, like, equality must be all equal. How can people own 70% of land? Minority. From Europe, 70%. Come on.
Care who you are. All he wants is equality. How often have you seen that a black child will go to study, with your.
So like here is giving us his experience, his story, once he experienced, and I don't like this background sound because of will affect my thing. It will affect my content, copyright strike.
But every time Julius Malema sings that song, there's some. But every time Julius Malema sings that song, there's some or other excuse of nah, he doesn't really mean it.
In this day, we're going to meet people.
The fact is, Julius Malema is one of those people who do.
No, like we will never. They are clever blacks who avoid who they are, who they avoid the history. Because they are clever blacks, They are those clever blacks who don't care about other blacks. They are happy when they see them going down. But I believe Julius Malema, when he started EFF, he knew we were going to meet people who are clever. So we need to educate. We need to educate this young lady here to say like the struggle song is a struggle song, whether you like it or not. Our sisters have been killed, created, land stolen. Today, black people are suffering because of the apartheid. Whether you like it or not, during the apartheid, lots of them done to our brothers and sisters, we lost everything. That song is our memory, is our history. We are going to teach our kids about it. Even the government, high courts rule on that. So we're going to expose people like this, clever blacks, who want to be white. But it's okay. So like when I see him the work every year, Ubuama Sipa when I this don't lie. I don't like Juju, but we're not utengiwe. Vote DA change. Even when we try to educate us, we continue voting for Malema. EFF is growing. This woman is giving facts. Which facts? Which facts? Intelligent, awake, bright, well spoken. Oh my God. Shame, poor girl. You remove EFF, you will see us. My sister, how much did they pay you? You see, like, you can't tell us about your history. We can't avoid our history. Poverty is dangerous. That's what apartheid caused. It caused poverty. Is South African? A good question should be like, she's from Africa. No, she's from, because she don't understand the struggle. These are clever blacks who are experiencing. We don't care about other blacks. Yeah, so correct, because you guys benefited. We are still enjoying to live in today. You don't care about black child. And you will say it again and again. You will be singing whatever you want to sing it. Speaking English like you should not be confused, be intelligent. This poor hatred to Julius Malema. You see, like even the comments, they know people like, hey, we are not shaken, but we are just like, she don't understand the struggle. We understand why she want to be, just to impress.
Need to kill white people, in my opinion. He is.
I don't entertain small minds. Small minds, this is what I don't entertain. No, I don't entertain small minds, man. I don't do that. And there's someone watching these videos, they're like, why are you skipping? Why are you doing that? Because of
there are some South Africans, and let us be blunt, many white South Africans who fear Julius Malema.
I don't
Some of them have said to me, if Malema...
I don't like the sounds, man. Man. Ish. This is my. I want to say something. Why people love Julius Malema? These people, look. Let's listen to this guy. I see him a lot.
I got 3 reasons why I love Julius Malema. 3. I know some of you hate him because the slave master told you to hate him. I know some of you hate him because you don't like the EFF. Some of you hate him because you are a voter for a specific political party. It doesn't matter, but listen to this very carefully. 3 reasons why I love Julius Malema. Number 1.
3 reasons why he loved Julius Malema, the next president of South Africa. The next president of South Africa, the next president that ruled the youth, that gives hope to the youth, that educates the youth, which is Julius Malema. You can like it, you can hate him, but we are moving forward with our next president.
The first one, listen to this very carefully. Very, very carefully. The first one, I love Julius Malema because he is the only one, when he opens his mouth, speaks for Black people. Every time, every video that you can potentially hear in whatever platform, he's speaking for Black liberation.
Yesterday I was saying, I was saying, like, people who don't know poverty, people who don't know the struggle, they'll never help you. But those who understand to sleep with empty stomach and tell them to, like, hey man, I didn't eat yesterday, he understands the pain you're going through, and he will help you. But those who don't understand poverty, who don't understand nothing, they'll never help. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Economic liberation. Because the economic power is in the hands of the slave master. So every time he say land expropriation without compensation, every time he say that tax, that VAT must come down, it comes down. Every time he says so and so need, he is the only politician who speaks for Black people openly with.
That's why, like, AfriForum is trying all. AfriForum is trying all they can to bring Julius Malema down. But I don't know, like, Julius Malema produced young leaders after him. They don't know that he produced lots of young youth after him. Lots of them.
Without fear or favor. He's even taken to court up and down because he speaks for the liberation of Black people. Okay? The only human being in South Africa, the only politicians who speak confidently about Black people. Secondly, he understands African unity so bad that you people.
Yeah, man, this guy is a big. They can say what they want to say, they can do what they want to do, they can lie, they can, but South Africa as a whole is held by EFF. And as you can see, like, we just started the first year, man, of elections, and people, EFF is like is ruling this country. Tell me if I'm lying. EFF is like is ruling this country. Like now, this year, 2025, EFF is like is the one that is in power. They are ruling without a power. Just imagine. They are ruling without any power.
even want to punish him with your votes. First time when he saw the Dudula movement happening, he said, we need not to fight our African people, because he understands that division gives a slave master the ultimate power when we are divided. But not only that, he understands that.
You see, like now we talk about this guy, man. This guy is the next president, and we talk about it. And you remember what the movement of Trump? Trump was attending podcasts, was doing this. People were campaigning for Trump, and they realized very important. Talk about Julius Malema to educate the world about the next president of South Africa. To educate the world out. This is what everyone is doing, talking about this kind of stuff. The next president of South Africa.
If you guys chase the foreign nationals from the clinics and so forth, you are deteriorating the system. Here's the reason why. The reason is you guys, you chase these people out. The clinic is empty. The nurses are basically sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And they're going to be...
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for your time. Come on, it can't be like 53. Oh my God, I need to push. Let's give my brother a chance to speak.
retrenched. The cleaners, the people who...
Yes, thank you for your time, my brother. Thank you for your time to share. Your time for why you love Julius Malema. Then we look to even like Americans love Julius Malema. Let's see. The whole American, just imagine.
I'm like, I don't care what we got to do. We got to sit down and have an interview with Julius Malema. I mean, because people over here in the States, you know, brothers and sisters here, they love Malema. I mean, he speaks on it. And what I like about Malema, he understands that, you know, on the African continent, you know, people break off into their tribe and little, you know, sections of Africa to break into. But Malema understands the concept that we all one people. And he even addressed things that happens to us here and call that mess out. But the moment he started...
People in Malema is international. Malema way to... There's a real truth there, brother. Viva Julius Malema. Our Julius Malema against American system, BRICS forever. Hope like in this. Malema is international. When Malema say I'm international, I failed it. We love all too. I'm international. If you can only listen to him without hate, you will have a true leader. Shout out Juju. True president. Africa will be one country, one president, one currency, one parliament. That's why he said when we love him, Africa is one. People, they hate him for that. Can I get a like? He makes racists uncomfortable. As South African, I'm saying Malema is our president. We don't recognize Ramaphosa. Like I said, Julius Malema is running South Africa like now as to speak. I've been saying like now, it's like 2025. EFA is the one that's run this country. DBC, no GNU. Can we make Malema works with Albert Traore? I guess they just confused as him. Yeah, I know you can say that. It will be difficult for him to win South Africa because of tribalism. Listen, I want to come to address tribalism. South Africa, we have Xhosa, we have Pedi, we have Tsonga, we have Tswana, Sotho. Brothers and sisters, we are one African. The conflict is going to be there. Even though it's a tribalism, but it's a part of our lives. Whether you like it or not, all Xhosas, all Zulus, all Tswanas, all Pedis, all Tsongas, all vendors, we are voting for EFF. You can say tribalism, hey, we are African. What do you expect? You think this is I don't know. Come 2024, we definitely beat him fall. Malema is a superhero. Party security.
Start doing that, that's when people really start paying attention to Malema more than anything else. So yeah, I hate he didn't win. I mean, sure, I was running his he had ads to run for election because I know how some South African people that watch here I was running his ad on my channel just to say hopefully he can get some more votes because I.
People are, like the reason I do YouTube because about Malema is big, and his views are so powerful. And that's why I can do content about him. He's so big, and his words, man, his words are so touching.
Want them in there too.
You did your part, huh? You tried.
I tried to do my part to help out the brother, especially when he said we're gonna change the name from South Africa to Azania. I said, oh yeah. I said, you gotta get rid of that name.
Yeah. There's next president, Julius Malema, and it's all about love, man. Everyone love our next president. Everyone love him. Watching this video, will be like, it's so bad. The truth is hurt, man. But we are moving to the truth. My name is ending the card. I do the most every day. Remember, open discussion. I'm a reactor. People, they are kind of, why you say this? Why you say this? The truth, man. Let's say the truth, man. The truth, man. The truth, man. The truth, man. The truth, man.